Hey guys, welcome back to the Dark Collective podcast. I am your host, Miss Red. It is just me here today. Allison is not here, but that's okay because I have the ever so gorgeous, so ginger Cleo White is here. Hello, my dear.
Hi, thank you so much for having me and for announcing my gingerness to the whole
I
world, just in case anyone missed it.
right when she got on the camera, I was like, "Oh my God, your hair!" I didn't even introduce myself. I just saw her hair, and I immediately was like, "Oh my God, I'm obsessed."
It is both wonderful and the worst thing ever.
Oh my God, I love it. I mean, everyone here knows I'm a hairdresser, so like I wish I had long, luscious, curly hair, but I do have long, luscious hair, but it is 240 grams of me purchased someone else's hair to match my color, and then I sewed it in. But whatever, I could talk about this forever because I'm a weird hairdresser. But Miss Cleo, how do we find you on socials?
I am at author Cleo White on pretty much all platforms, and you can look for the scowling ginger in all my profile pictures. It's a pretty clear indicator.
I love that. And then the funny
The
thing
all
is,
the yeah.
oh yeah, like I'm always smiling. It's just something I've always done. Like I'm always like really the best way people describe me is unhinged charisma is what people say. I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it. Like it's fine."
What an honor. What an
Right? But like sometimes when I'm not paying attention, I'll have this look on my face where I'm like it's just kind of like the eyebrows are pinched, furrowed, frowns kind
honor.
of going down, but my filler won't let it go too far down, but it's fine. I
I'm
get that.
from New England. I'm from New England. I live in New England. So
Mhm.
I don't know if I feel like people who are not from New England or have never visited here have no way of knowing this, but we are a perpetually disgruntled people, like just constantly, just a low level of irritated at all times. And I just really embody that in my
Oh,
everyday life.
I'm here for
So,
it. Now, how far? Because I suck at geography really bad, and I'm going to admit something that only some people know. When we first started Sinners and Stardust, everyone's like, "Oh my God, where is it going to be?" And I was like, "Oh, Boston, Ohio." Oh, I
oh no,
suck at
you just
geography.
admitted that on a
I
podcast,
know.
ma'am.
It's fine. I,
You
I
don't
I
know.
fully admit I have no idea where any state is on the East Coast. I live on the West Coast and that's where I live. But Jen lives in Connecticut. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
kind of funny because when I was out there, I was like, she was talking about New England and I was like, "Oh my God, that's like 10 hours away in a flight, right? Like that's far." She goes,
We're
"No.
in New
When was the
England.
last time you looked at a map?" And I was like, "Girl, you know. I don't like, come on." But it's fine. It's fine.
And we're
Okay.
all like together, all the states are like smushed. It's one big smush. So I mean, I don't blame you. I don't know where I am.
It's that when we were driving, because we drove from her house to Boston for Sinners this past year because we have
Mhm.
a U-Haul. And she was like, "Oh, we're in Rhode Island." I'm like, "Wait, how?" And she goes, "Okay, we're out of Rhode Island." I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like, I was so confused.
Like, not even a month ago, my family, we had breakfast in Vermont, we had lunch in Massachusetts, and we had dinner in Connecticut. It's like very normal here to just like hop states. They're so close together, so and tiny.
All right, my dear. So let's go ahead and get into your questions. So first off, we always start out with what genres do you write?
I write high spice contemporary romance,
Uh-huh.
a lot of age gap, forbidden romance, just all the smut, just smut.
When I was researching you, so, I knew you were because when we accept authors for our events, we, as a group, we talk about you guys, talk about the books that we know of and stuff like that. And so I was tasked with you to look you up, look at your reviews and all that kind of stuff. And my favorite place I found you on was your readers on TikTok love you. They love, love, love you. And it's like I love when, because like, on TikTok, sometimes when people get excited, sometimes you're like, are you really excited or are you just putting it on for a show, No, your readers, like, it was so cute. This one girl, I wish I could remember her name because I watched all of them. But this one girl, like, rolled up in a chair and she was like, age gap, you go nowhere but Cleo White. Let's talk about it. And she did like an 8-minute video about how much she loved you. And I just got into age gap probably in the past year is when I just
Okay.
kind of got into that because we all have our gateway drugs, right? And
Mhm.
I will say, like, when I was doing my research, what I love about the way that you write is you have such an easy flow to your words. It's easy to follow along, but then you're just like, what the fuck? What just happened? You know what I mean? And I love that. I love that shock and awe value.
My husband jokes that I am possessed by a demon, and it comes out for the smut writing.
But like I love a supportive hubby or a supportive partner, and I always wonder that. I always wonder like how do significant others of authors like when they read these books just kind of like I imagine them reading it and being like, "What's wrong with you?" You know what I
With
mean?
you.
Like,
Why are you like this?
oh my God, I love it.
Yeah,
Okay,
his go-to line is, "Why are you the way that you are?"
why are you the way that you are? Oh my God, my husband says the same thing because I'm an extrovert, he's an introvert, so he's just like, "Why do you have to talk to the waiter for 15 minutes?" I'm like, "Because I want to." I don't know. Stop.
We're the opposite. I'm the introvert, he's the extrovert. So, like,
Ah, I
he
get
got
it.
trapped
Hmm.
at Home Depot talking to a stranger for like 45 minutes the other day, and he told me, he's like, "This never would have happened if you were with me. You would have
Hmm.
RBF'd them right out of there."
Oh, I love going into Home Depot because I play the helpless girl role. Like, I have a screw and I need the same size, but I need a little longer. And they just look at me like, whatever, woman. I'm like, yeah,
I
I'm not a
tell my
builder.
single friends to go to Home Depot. They are all gainfully employed. You sometimes they're homeowners. Like
Hmm.
a lot of the time, they have a cute dog with them. What
Yeah,
a gold! I'm a gold mine.
it's a
I
gold
mean,
mine. It is definitely. That's the next book idea. Love romance at Home Depot and like put Lowe's in there somewhere. It'll be fine.
maybe they won't see me if
Right?
it's
And then you
not.
can make like it could be a trilogy. It's Home Depot, Lowe's, and Ace Hardware. Like, who would know?
Ace
Okay.
is the best.
Right. Right. So speaking of your readers, what's one thing your readers would be shocked to know about you?
Ooh, yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty transparent. I
Uh-huh.
try to like be authentic and show up like as I am because it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of work being an author, and I feel like it would be an extra lot of work if I had like an alternate identity that I
Hmm.
had to like adhere to. Now, what you see is pretty much what you get. But I was actually talking about this recently with my PA, and she said like I she said basically she's like, "You were like pretty much as I expected you to be. I just was not expecting the sordid history." Which is my early 20s.
Hmm.
Yeah, my husband was in a band. We spent most of our early 20s doing like the music festival circuit, a lot of LED hula hoops and
Yes.
substances illegality. A lot
Oh
of
my
it was
God,
a
you were
great.
a raver? Like you went to raves?
Oh yeah.
Yes. That's
I
amazing.
I can still do I can like amaze my children with the tricks with the hula hoop. I that is like my only lingering the only thing I got from that.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I've never been to a music festival. I would, I'm going to tell you something, and you're just going to be, everyone's always shocked when I say this. The Backstreet Boys was my second concert ever. My first one was a year prior for Justin Timberlake.
And it like decades late
Uh-huh.
too.
Yeah, it's like I saw my millennial dreams 20 years later. It's totally fine. But my sister does a lot of like music festivals and she does what's it called? It's like Electric Flower. I don't know. It's some big one in Vegas
Electric
they do.
Forest.
Yes.
Electric Forest.
Yes. And she would send me pictures and videos and I'm like, so many pretty lights, you know?
Oh my
Like,
God, look at the life.
oh, I love that. And plus I love that your kids get to benefit from it. That's obvious. That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't tell them that mommy was tripping her balls off when I learned how to do that, but they're better. They're gonna, start researching me one day and find this interview.
Mhm.
Sorry, girls. Mommy
Mommy
was a
loves you.
degenerate.
I'm dead. Okay, so in your books, you obviously have written a lot and you have a lot of different characters, but what character do you secretly defend no matter what?
So I wrote a series called Daddy Issues.
Hmm.
Book three in the series, the FMC, her name is Lenora.
Hmm.
Uh, she's a sass meister. She's a snarky little hoe bag, and I fucking love it. I just I respect the hell out of a snarky little hoe bag, and
Mhm.
Lenny is one of the best. So, it's not for everyone. Like some people say that she's not very likable. I love her. So you guys just have to deal with it. I'm so sorry.
But you know what? We're gonna talk about that trilogy here in a minute. But the one thing that I live for is I love to hate a character, to be annoyed by a character, then by the end of the series or the end of the book, you are obsessed with them. Like the way an author can change your mindset based on, different literature, different verbiage, different scenarios, different backgrounds, like everything. That
Yeah.
is such a talent that I do not have. But I respect it in all authors because I it's insane. Plus, like throw some banter in there and some blood and some sex and smut. Like it's literally the perfect scenario.
Yes, yes.
Right? Oh
Yes,
God,
yes,
I
truly.
love it. Okay, so have you ever written something and immediately was like, yeah, they're gonna lose their minds over this?
Usually it's like it does happen sometimes. Like I'll like send it to my marketing director and be like, "This is going in the marketing. Mark my words." And she's like, "Okay, sweetie, whatever you say." But sorry, Sarah, I love you. Anyway, yeah. Every now and then I'll write a line. I'm like, "That is gold." But to be honest, like I am still chasing the high. I once wrote the line, "Ready or not, here I come on dicks that don't belong to my best friend's father." And to this day, I am striving to be a quarter of as brilliant as I was that day. I think that might have been the finest moment of my career, and it's so sad to know that it's behind me.
Chef's fucking kiss, my dear. That was fantastic.
I remember writing it and like sitting back and thinking, that's as good as it gets. That's it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when you guys come up with these quotes or these one-liners, they stick with people. And we live in an era of social media, and it's those kind of quotes that make you viral. That are people are like, oh, I need to know what the hell this is. You know what I mean? So I
What
I
did I just
fucking love it.
if I could leave anyone with a what the fuck did I just read moment,
Mhm.
I've done my job. I have done my
Exactly.
job.
In my opinion, at least, you 100% have. So, who is the most morally questionable character you've written, and why do you secretly love them?
So I'm deeply obsessed with my work in progress right now, as I think all writers should be obsessed with
Mhm.
their work in progress. But I'm writing my first enemies to lovers right now, and the FMC is just a bratty, snarky little masterpiece, and she just does whatever the fuck she wants. And you think it's totally like unhinged and off the wall, but she has her reasons, mostly because it's what she wants to do. And
Well, obviously.
I I love her so much. Like I don't know how I'm gonna get over her name is Blair. I don't know how I'm gonna
Mhm.
get over Blair.
Oh.
She's I do think she's gonna be another one of those characters where she's not for everyone,
Mhm.
but the people who love her are going to the people who get it are gonna love her. So
No, you know
no.
what? Yeah, have you ever, I mean, you're the writer, so it's different. So I'm going to ask you a question as if you were reading a book. So when you're reading a book, like, do you ever compare characters to certain actors or people that you know from TV shows or anything like that? Like, have you ever just like when you're reading, you're like, oh, this reminds me of Henry Cavill. Like, have you ever done something like that before?
I am really bad with names.
Oh, okay,
So
that's okay. That's okay.
so
I'm a weird
sometimes
movie
I'll like
buff, so I get it.
picture someone, like I can picture someone, or like sometimes a character will say a line that kind of reminds me of like
Mhm.
this obscure 30 Rock line that I saw
I
two
love
years
30
ago.
Rock. No, I've watched
Me
that show
too.
multiple times.
Underrated as hell.
Oh,
Like
1000. Lemon. Oh God, I love that show so much. But the funny
working
thing,
on my night cheese. Sorry.
no, I love it. Literally, Tina Fey, that was gold. That with Tracy Morgan, gold. Like it was
You
just
want
one
to
of those
talk
shows that
about
were so underrated. But
you want to talk about good writing? That
yeah.
show has like every line there's a joke. They were not lazy. They worked their butts off and it's
Mhm.
amazing.
No,
Yeah.
Ken was my favorite character. I loved Ken. For those of you who have not seen 30 Rock, just watch it. It's everywhere. Like the series is done. It ended years ago, but it is definitely something that's hilarious. But the funny thing is, going back to what we were talking about, is when I read books, I compare that because all of the Dark Collective, we love the show New Girl. I don't know if you've ever
Mm.
seen it. That's
Oh yeah.
Schmidt is the best character ever made. And so the funny thing is, when you talk about Blair, like I immediately am like, okay, where is Blair gonna fit? Is Blair gonna be Cece? Is she gonna be Jess? Is she gonna be Schmidt? Is she gonna be Winston? Is she gonna be Coach? Every book I read, it does not matter who the author is, get compared to New Girl characters.
Oh man, that's a tough one. Yeah, I compare myself to new girl characters. I'm Nick, which I don't love, but it
That's
is what
Jen's
it
favorite
is.
character, though. Nick is
Oh,
her character. Schmidt is mine. Like that. I love
I
Schmidt.
am I have eaten dumplings for breakfast so many times. Like, I'm not proud of it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I will eat dumplings pretty much any time. So
The two favorite moments I have from Nick, there's so many. Obviously, the Prince one is an easy one, so I'm not going to use that one, but probably the burpees when he's trying to do burpees and when he sings Rihanna's Surfboard. Like, I can't get those moments out of my head. They're always there.
I use that gif of him in his like photo shoot after he gets all that money. He's doing like his glamour shoot. Just I use that all the time.
That show is gold. I wish they would have came out with a movie. I feel like that show just needs a
Maybe
movie to wrap it up.
someday.
I
Maybe
know, right?
someday.
So which book of yours would you hand to a new reader first?
They're all really different. Like
Hmm.
I have raging ADHD, so I'm a mood writer and I tend to like bounce around a little bit, and they're all kind of very different. So I usually like ask people what their favorite like tropes are, micro tropes, and it kind of like push them in that direction. But Out of Sight, which is like my best known novella, is I think it is arguably the most unhinged of my work. So if you can get through that and enjoy it, you'll probably like the other stuff.
Oh, I love that. Well, and that's the thing is this is a new question. And one of our readers actually gave us this question because I feel like the book industry has blown up just since COVID, pretty much, it's become more sought after to be a part of it. And there's so many authors out there and people are like, I don't even know where to freaking start. You know what I mean? And obviously there's authors that are household names that people know and they know, oh, I know that series. I'm going to start here. But then once you do some digging and you find like your readers' TikTok videos that are so in love with you, you're like, but which one do I start with? So I think that's so huge to know. I like reading these dark and really messed up. Like I love it because it takes me out of my world, right? Because in my world, I talk all the time. I'm doing hair, I'm a therapist, I'm all these things. So sometimes I do want to disappear into maybe a more depraved world, but then I need palate cleansers, right? Like, because you just,
That's where I come
yeah, and
in.
I love a good palate cleanser where it totally takes me out of that, like, oh my God, this book just made me sob my vagina on the floor. Like, I need something that's going to make me happy, but also, like, yeah. So,
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm really proud of is that I have been told that I write a great palate cleanser. Oh, I've been told that I am a reading slump buster, which
hmm
I take a lot of pride in that. I'm honored by that title. I will continue to bust the slumps for as long as it takes.
the funny thing is I didn't, when I heard that term where I'm in a reading
Mhm.
slump, I had never heard that term before. I'd never heard someone talk about that. And, you know who it was? It was Hawk. Hawk and I were talking, and she's like, "I'm in a reading slump," and I was like, "What's that?" She's like, "What do you mean, what's that?" And I was like, "I can't find something to read," and I was like, okay, explain." So once she kind of explained it, like, because I've never had that because I'm an audiobook girly, so I have a 45-minute drive to work every day, so I listen to books, but I only time I break out my Kindle is usually when I'm on vacation or I'm traveling for work. And then she's like, when you're in a reading slump, you need something to pull you out. Like you got to figure out what you need. You know what I mean? And it's usually a palate cleanser. So I love this for you. You should have a little plaque on your table that says that, like queen of reading, breaking the reading slump.
No, I was thinking about that because like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous about doing like the big like dark romance events because I'm not like look at me. I don't look
You're
like a dark romance girly.
Stop
I
it.
look like a fashion fairy. So
Well,
a
first of
grumpy
all,
dark
that is nothing to do with Miss Cleo White, because Miss Cleo White, I will tell you right now, the most depraved authors that write the dirtiest
right.
things look like the girls next door. So
You're
stop
totally
it.
right.
You stop it
You're
right
totally
now.
right. You are totally right. But I was, because I do not write dark romance. So I was like, okay, where is my place in this event? Where is my place in this community? And I am going to lean into the reading slump buster
Hmm.
slash palette cleanser so hard.
No,
That's my sales pitch right there.
marketing gold, girl, because I've never heard that before. And I've done like 45 episodes. No one's ever said that. So I will tell you, run with it, my child. Run. Just run
I will
far.
run. I will run so fast, but not literally run because I
No,
only do
I
that
don't
when
do that
something
either. Mm-mm, we don't run. Mm-mm. We walk.
pass.
Yeah, we walk fast sometimes. You talked about it earlier, and man, when I looked you up on TikTok, the amount of people talking about the Daddy Issues trilogy, like everybody was talking about it. So, where did this idea come from, and why novellas?
I love novellas. That's actually
Hmm.
like my natural form with writing. I struggle to kind of uh, expand on stories. I like keeping it short and sweet. I don't like the potential to lose people's attention. So, my first book, Out of Sight, novella. Some of my best known work, novellas. I just wrote my first like full length, like 125,000 word book. I released it last summer, but yeah, normally I'm the novella girly. Um, as for like where the idea came from, I wish I could tell you. I don't know. They just know, no, like they one day they are not there and the next day they are there. There is no, I don't know where it comes from. Like they're just like all of a sudden I have ideas and usually like I have a lot of them. So you kind of have to like wait and see which one lingers the longest because that's usually the one that I write.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, I mean, first of all, love the name of the series, obviously, because I feel like we all have some sort of issue, but daddy issues, chef's kiss. Love it. But I do want to ask you now, a little off the cuff, is when did you start writing? Like, when did you know that this is what you wanted to do?
I've been writing pretty much my whole life. Like I remember my first memory of writing a book is I stapled together some like copier paper and like wrote a story on the inside and drew my own cover and like I had my own little blurb on the back. I was probably like 9, 10, something
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh, that's
Um,
crazy.
I went down the fan fiction rabbit hole for a while there. I wrote a lot of fan fiction. I struggled to finish things. Like that was always my issue. Like I would get invested in a story and then I would lose interest and then I would abandon it. And I like won some short story prizes in college and like I did some stuff in high school, but nothing really significant. And then I want to say I think I was 29 when I got an ADHD diagnosis and I got
Mm.
medicated. And all of a sudden, I wrote Out of Sight. Like, God, what was it? I think like 5 months later, I released Out of Sight after being medicated. And it's been 2.5 years and I've written 10 books. So it was very
Wow.
clearly like I just needed the help to like be able
Hmm.
to like focus my brain long enough to finish a story. So, yeah, I was diagnosed as a kid, but it wasn't really like taken seriously. It
Hmm.
was it's like, oh, she's fine. Not fine. It's like totally changed my life. It's been a really, like powerful thing that's happened to me that like this like learning process and this treatment process and therapy. And yeah, now I'm an author and I get to do what I love and it's really cool.
That's amazing. I know that that wasn't one of the original questions I sent you, but I love throwing it in there because I feel like I get the most genuine answer.
Yeah,
And well, congratulations, first of all. You've just been
thank
killing
you.
it. I love seeing when, an author just makes that decision, jumps and does it, but they also have help where maybe they just didn't realize they needed it. And now you're successful and you're doing all these big things. Like, I'm very excited to meet you. Just I'm gonna see you, this tiny little ginger fiery person running away. I'm a big Disney fan, so I'd be like, Miranda, there she is. There she is.
I dressed up as Miss Frizzle for Halloween this winter.
There are so many people listening right now that do not know who Miss Frizzle is, and the school bus, they don't know who that is, and I do. You just hit my millennial heart right now. Oh, Miss Frizzle.
I I am early 90s girly, so
Hmm.
I was firmly in the Miss Frizzle era.
Oh, I love. I wanted to dress up as her as Halloween one year, because I think this year I'm dressing up as Anxiety from Inside Out too, because that's exactly who I look like, and it's fair.
You do? Oh my gosh.
With the pink and the orange, I mean, it's literally who I am.
I will give you my Miss Frizzle dress if you want.
Yeah, I loved that. Always, anytime a movie came out where it was like cartoons inside the human body, I was like, nothing compares to Miss Frizzle. Like, you can
Oh,
just stop now. You can stop.
sold.
Well, lastly, my dear, what are you most excited about for Shadows and Seduction?
Oh man, I'm always really, really excited to like meet other authors and
Mhm.
readers and like just kind of get experience the vibe and be feel part of the community. Like a lot of what, we do as authors is we're really isolated, we're in our
Mhm.
own heads a lot. So I feel like I get the most like inspiration and validation. I feel the most connected to my community when I'm like at events and I get to actually talk to people who like my work, which is so cool.
Mhm.
And I'm also really excited about New Orleans because I have never been there before. So I'm really, really excited to explore the city, and it has such a rich history. And I definitely want to make time to go on like a cool witchy tour or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for the whole experience. I'm really looking forward to it.
It's gonna be epic. We went in January last year to sign contracts and like we did like a whole city tour. We got to kind of see what the city was about. And I will tell you this. We did not do a witchy tour. I wish we did, but we did not. But I got to go see the one thing that made me cry, and this is my weirdness. I got to see the American Horror Story Coven house.
That's cool.
I got out
No,
of the
that's
Uber and immediately just started tearing up and they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, don't even talk to me. I'm fine. Don't
it's
worry
a
about it."
place of greatness.
No, but I promise you the food is amazing, the culture is amazing. Just walking down Bourbon Street, it was just, and also there's an art walk a little bit farther towards the water. We
Oh, love
just,
that.
the culture is so rich there, and I mean, if you would have asked me 3 years ago if we're gonna two events after year one, I'd be like, "You're freaking tripping." But everyone seems to be pretty amped, so we're like, "Okay, let's
We're
go."
doing it. No, people are freaking excited. Like
I
people
know.
are pumped. Like I'm like getting high off their excitement, like if readers are kind of like meh, whatever, like, like I'm not going to be excited for an event that readers are like meh
Yeah.
about, but like those in Seduction and Sinners and Stardust, like people are so pumped and I'm eating off the energy. Love it.
I just love it because, first of all, thank you. We're so excited to have you. Like, I literally just got off the phone with Jen, the owner, right before this. And she was like, "Oh my God, so I said hi." Like, I
Hi,
will.
Jen.
But I think, when I got into this world, I did not realize that there was no book signings that were solely dark romance in the United States. There was internationally, but not the United States. So now that there are so many places for people to go to feel comfortable, what we wanted to do that was different was it's not just a book signing. It is a literal and like immersive event where you get to be a part of everything as a reader, as an author, just from every like standpoint of it. And then you're just gonna see me, all the four of us just running around with our heads cut off. But y'all are having a great time. That's all we care
Worth
about.
it. Sorry, not sorry.
Exactly. Well,
That's
Miss
another thing
Cleo,
I'm excited for. The
oh, I
dress.
know. The
The
ball's
dress.
gonna be ridiculous, and I wish I could tell you more, but we have so many secrets that we're not allowed to talk about. But
So
it's
mean.
it's gonna be
Mean.
like the venue is beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah, it's gonna be something.
I don't know if I should be excited or scared right now, but I'm
A
gonna go with
little
both.
both, a little both. I mean, we're waiting to hear back on one specific thing in the next like couple weeks, and if it happens, people will lose their minds. They'll lose it. Yeah, we'll hear about it. They'll be excited, but they'll also be like, "How did you keep this a secret?" And I'm gonna be like, "I have no goddamn clue."
I'm so jealous. I want to
Uh,
know.
I hate secrets because I'm horrible at keeping them. But I signed an NDA, folks, so there's no I can't say anything.
There's no getting around it. No, I'm the same way. Like I have a new cover coming out for one of my books, and
Mhm.
like if a reader asks me and they're like, "Is it really pretty?" I'm like, "You want to see it? I'll show you." No
No,
self-control.
well, my dear Cleo White, thank you so much for doing this with us. We absolutely adore you. You are a gem.
Thank you so much for having me. This was fun.
Of course. All right, you guys. So make sure you guys check out the Dark Collective podcast on Instagram. Also, please check out Miss Cleo White's socials. Stop by her table at Shadows and Seduction in just a few weeks, which is crazy. And we will see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.